Good day everyone, and welcome to another segment on the bench. Today I'm going to bring you a great little pattern here. This is a black gnat parachute. It's a great little pattern here for evening fishing. The fish can really see this black silhouette against the surface of the water. Very efficient fly, available in just about all the fly shops. You'll see it's a very popular pattern, and you want to make sure you have these in your box. Temco size 14 dry fly hook is what I'll be tying on. I'll be using some 8/0 wax thread. Tilling material, will be using some moose body hair. The wing, I'll be using some synthetic Lumi wing. It actually glows in the dark. The ribbing on the body, I'm going to be using some Perdigon translucent black. The body itself will be dubbed with Kapok dubbing. It's a dry fly dubbing that actually floats. And also some dry fly super saddle here. Makes it nice winging material. And I'll finish my fly off. I'm going to use some Solar Res, thin, hard, a little bit of a gel type Solar Res product. You can use your favorite. You can tie it off if you want. I just show you the way I do it and tie this whichever, but I better get my thread straightened around here for a second on my bobbin. There we go. Get our thread base on. Tie to the rear here, right. We're going to tail the tie-in point. I'll bring a few fibers of my moose body hair. Clean all the underfur out. Get my stacker. Line those tips up. Nice and straight. And I'll tie that body length. Get those butts wrapped down good. Come back to the rear and underneath again. That's a great tail. Helps it float. Really carries this fly very, very well. Now we'll come in with the little bit of the Lumi wing. I just take a few fibers of that. Use that for my post. Tie that down good, and then I'll stand it up. You want to get some turns around the base of the post. Get that all tucked in together. And I got got my camera right ahead of you there, in between the fly. Makes it a little tricky. Now I'll come to the rear, grab some of my Perdigon material here, nice little rib. Go to the rear, tie that off. Now the Kapok dubbing, it comes out, it can be a little, it looks like a bit of a mess. It's really clumpy. It's hard to blend. It's such a fine material, but it floats 30 times greater than a lot of the other. They make life jackets out of this stuff, and it's a great flight. So what I want to do is just kind of preen it off, get any of these lumps out. Make sure I got all my fibers kind of thin right out. Looks good there. Then I you can dub it on by hand, but I like to spin it on, and that way I get actually the dubbing coming off the side of the thread. I'll come in the rear, nice thin, and we just start running it up the middle here. Go to the front. There, when I've got my body shape done, I'll just pluck that off, and then I'll bring in my rib. Give some nice sheen to it, just some nice segmentation you can see. I'll tie that off. Make sure you don't cut your wing or anything off at this point. We've got a nice little body there. That's sitting, that's going to balance pretty nice. Bring in my saddle. Got that off there. Now I want to trim along the stem. The saddle, you can see that there. Now when I catch it in, that's going to be good side up. I just lash it on the side of the post. It's not going to fall off. It's going to wrap right there. Cut that little butt off it. Now I'm going to just leave my fly the sideways here. And this solar is actually quite nice. Got a little needle coming off the side there. I don't use a bone dry on that. It's not really enough. It's a little thicker, more of a gel. It's the thin hard, and that's going to stiffen up the post. And I just started wrapping my. You see how my solar res is in between all the fibers in there now, and the thread. Bring my torch in there. I just have it on the one side. It's actually, when I bring the hackle all the way around, it's dispersing that solar res all the way around the post. And there it is. Be careful when you cut that off. Your bottom thread will come off. The nice thing about it is you got a very clean eye on your hook, and all the hackle's sitting where I want it. And very durable. So there it is, folks. Just the simple black gnat parachute. Great little pattern for you. Make sure you use that on your favorite streams and rivers later in the afternoon, the evenings, when you get in that early evening fishing, when the hatches are going off. This is when you'll definitely want your arsenal. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you again real soon.